What's up, guys? I know you can't see me right now, but before this video starts, you do me a favor and hit that like button and maybe subscribe. You can always change your mind later, but it would really help out the channel a lot. Enjoy the video. What's up, guys? So let me get this thing to work. We finished the pool right across the street, and I looked over here and I noticed that there is a pool in the backyard, and it happens to be an infinity pool, and it happens to be in the concrete stage. So I thought it'd be cool to go ahead and kind of show you this, because in my last video about me forming the infinity edge, and maybe you can kind of see what I was talking about, the little box I did. So here's the infinity pool, and there's the pool we just got done digging. So there's a couple cool features on this that are really interesting, and this pool, if I had to guess, is pushing $260,000. So it's just a really nice pool. So we're gonna go over that. If you could like and subscribe to this channel, that would be great, and I really appreciate that. And let's do it. So the first thing I really like about this pool is that they chose an infinity pool. And a lot of times when people choose an infinity pool, it doesn't really work out, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, but this works out perfectly. So when you step out of the back right here, you notice the view. And what I mean by not work out is a lot of times there'll be just an infinity in the backyard and it doesn't really work out with the scenery behind it. The whole point of the infinity pool is to make it look like the water is falling into an infinity. It's you know, it's disappearing, and it really works well with this pool, because when you get down and when you see the water fall off, it looks like the water is going to fall off into the lake, even though we're about 75 feet from the lake. So that's what I mean by an infinity pool actually being in the right, you know, this is the right pool for the right house. It's a good size pool, it really is. It's just big enough, it's just deep enough, maybe a little too deep for my liking. I don't like a deep pool. I think it's got a lot of wasted space. You're not going to be chilling in the bottom of this looks like about an 8-foot pool all the time. You're going to spend most of your time up here. So let's get around back and look at the trough, and then I'll show you the other cool features on this pool that I really like. So walking around to the back, I'm really afraid of heights, so this is kind of sketchy for me. I do notice that the way they formed this pool is really strange. I don't know if they hit bad dirt or what, but it looks like they excavated this big hole out, and maybe, I don't know why they did this, I wasn't here. Whoever formed this, they did a great job. I mean, it's strong for being about, I mean, that's a good, I wish I had my tape on me, I'd say 9-10 feet down. So they dug a hole out and then came back in and formed the hole. So I don't know why they chose to do it that way, but like I said, it works out. It's just a lot more forming, but there had to be a reason. The other thing I looked, that you can tell that whoever did this is, I mean, they're obviously good. A lot of companies, when they put their pipes out, they always seem to forget the pressure test, and it's a horrible idea. And you notice here that every one of their turnouts has a gauge on it, every single one. There's a lot of them around here that gauges on. That's somebody who cares about what they're doing, and they don't want mistakes. If it's leaking, it's too late at the end. Right here, so this is your trough. This is what I formed up the other day on my video. This is the part that you couldn't see. So this wall, I formed up this box. You saw where it came over and down. This is where the water will fall down, and you notice how they have the angle on this. If you look, the angle on this dam wall is pitched down, and what that's going to do, like I said, the other video I mentioned it, if you pitch it down opposed to pitching it up, what will happen is you'll have a nice like a decent little waterfall down. It's not going to be a huge waterfall, so it's just going to kind of trickle down, and that's going to look really good, especially when they veneer this off. Whatever they do, it's just going to be a nice smooth wall. Flip it the other way, you'll have a waterfall. And like I said in the last video, being on the lake with all the wind, you don't want a lot of water falling off, because a lot of it's not going to reach back in here. And for that to happen, your pool is going to be constantly using this little thing they put here, and that is an autofill, and they got about as much, actually less volume than a hose. So for it to keep up, it can be hard, and then it also throws off your chemicals. But this is a very, very big trough. It's obviously not going to be a swimming trough, so sometimes on bigger pools like this, what they'll do is they'll make this trough bigger, and then they'll put tables and bar stools in it, so it's almost like a separate part of your pool. And that's really cool when they do that, but it's not needed, and it can be hard to get down here and stuff, but it's definitely nice. I do notice their walls are super thick. I mean, they shot these one foot thick, and that's what, you know, that's quality work right there. Not skipping out on concrete, especially on a big structure like this, because this right here, as much as it's out of the ground, this right here is really anchoring this pool into place. So there's your dam wall where the infinity will fall over. It's perfect straight. Whoever did this, I mean, they did a good job. They really did. So that's that. I don't know if you ever wanted to see that, but that's what it looks like. So now let's get in the pool, and I want to show you a couple more things I like about this pool. So walking around, even with the caution tape, whoever did this is a good lad. It's again with each pipe with a gauge on it. I mean, you rarely see that at the end. A lot of times the guys at the end, when they run their header to the equipment pad, that's when they'll do this. It's rare you see this all over each pipe. The only thing I would change if I was them is these are garbage. They really are. They don't last long, and they really give you false readings, if they ever give you readings at all. As you can see, this is sitting at 0. Now I don't know if this is pressure tested or actually pressured the line. We can check, but I don't think they pressured it yet. That's not gonna work, is it? That's not strong enough. Yeah, they haven't put pressure on it yet, which is okay, but the best ones these to get are the oil filled ones, just so y'all know, if y'all ever do this, just in general. But let's walk inside the pool and see. Okay, so walking in the pool, the first thing I like is the steps. Right where you're going to be, they'll probably fill this in, have their decking overlay to it. Good sized steps. Big first step, which is nice. You're not, you got a lot of room to kind of, do what you got to do and not miss the step. I like the idea of this. These are probably M4 bubblers. So honestly, it's not M4 bubblers. You know what this is? This is an M4 cleaning system. So if you don't know what an M4 cleaning system is, they're really expensive, and what they do is they have little, it's almost like a sprinkler head on it, and it's really, really cool. And what they do is they pop up when the system's on, they'll pop up, and they'll actually shoot a jet of water, and it just keeps, what it does is it keeps pushing that jet. So it'd be like, it'll shoot the water this way, and then that'll blow the leaves or whatever this way, and it'll get to the next one, and then it'll blow it further and further and further down. And as it blows it all the way down, it just kind of keeps your whole floor clean. What it does right here, this is called a leaf catch. So there's a leaf catcher in that. It's not a main drain, that's a leaf catcher. And it's like a main drain, but it just sucks all the leaves out. So you'll have over at the equipment pad, you can clean out your leaves through there. It's like a big vacuum. So that's pretty cool. That's really expensive, and they're hard to do. They take a lot of work. They gotta run out string lines across overhead and just drop, a plumb bob and put those in the exact spot of the zone, so everything gets pushed down and the floor stays clean. I like it. It's definitely cool. I see a lot of returns. I'm guessing that I would say half of those are lights. This thing's probably gonna look really cool at night. But now these days you can just put the light and a return, so it's a lot easier than back in the day having that big niche you had to put in. Again, thick walls. You gotta love the thick walls, and you gotta love that edge. I mean, look at this view. When you're sitting in this pool, that water's just falling right into that lake. It's just beautiful. It really is. But, I mean, that's why this pool is $260-something thousand. If I had to guess, it could be more than that. And there's a lot other cool things too. So when you walk over here, you got these tied into the ground, and what these are It's actually really, really cool. These are bar stools. So they'll put, you know, what, 18-inch circle bar, whatever, they make covered out of travertine, whatever they use. And they'll anchor those to here. So then you can sit down right here, use this as a little tabletop. And they might actually extend this out as a tabletop with the coping. I'm not sure. It's like 4 people can sit here, have your lunch, and look out at the beautiful Lake Norman. I mean, you know, it doesn't get, this is luxury at its finest. Again, quality work too. Yeah, good size, good everything. Bench in the corner, you know, so you can kind of chill. You don't gotta be treading water all day. And here's the really cool part. So this, not only is this a infinity pool, and you know what that is, the, you know, the spillover, Vantage and Edge, but the infinity pool has an infinity tub in it. And it's, you know, it's rare, you rarely see an infinity tub, but when you do, they are so cool. So I'm kind of explaining this to you. If you look at this hot tub, it's really hard to tell on camera. Let me get something to hold it for you real quick. Okay, so if you look at the regular coping, it's pretty much flat. I mean, that's what it's supposed to be. And normally a hot tub is flat too. So when you put it in spa mode, the water will actually drop down to under the level of the spa. And then that's when you heat up your spa, you know, heat up your pool, and you can run your hot tub. And then you might have a spillway, so a little notch cut in, you know, so it spills over. But if you notice this one, it's sunken. So it's about the same level. The outside's about the same level as the pool. And if you can look here, you can see what I'm talking about, how it drops down. And what that's gonna do when it's in spill mode, it's gonna have that same little trickle. But the cool thing about it is, so it's gonna look beautiful. It'll be like glass. You won't even see the spa, but it's an infinity as well. So you see over here, that water is just gonna kind of fall out, and it'll land in this trough, and it's just like a little infinity pool. So the best view in this pool, bar none, is gonna be sitting right here in this bench, looking over here, because all you're gonna have is a glass of water that shoots off right into the lake. You're not going to see anything else, and that's a really cool feature. Expensive. This actually might be close to 300,000. I mean, with the infinity hot tub. Again, rare but beautiful. Quality work too. And what they'll do, they'll probably put, normally what I see when they have this, they won't put coping on this. They'll put a real dark glass tile that kind of gets disappears under the water, so you'll never even notice it. But it's definitely a cool feature. But yeah, that's about it. I saw this, I wanted to show y'all, so y'all can kind of see what top of the line pool looks like. This is it. I mean, just a great job overall. Whoever did this did a good job. I love the infinity hot tub. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. If you could subscribe, that'd be great. Enjoy your weekend. Bye. One last thing, this is just a little extra. I was walking away. I love this fact too, that the guys actually went ahead and formed up the equipment pad, so it's not going to be sitting on some, you know, BS plastic cubes that you can buy at, you know, your pool supply warehouse. But that's a cool feature too. I do like that. So yeah, definitely all the way on this one. So thanks for watching, guys.